Today we will be painting a night sky with the leftover paints on your palette. Going to be fun, interesting and an easy exercise.
Hey guys, I am Pritika Nath, pen artist, instructor and Skillshare teacher from Delhi, India.
Recently started working on my YouTube channel, and every week on Friday there is one beginner friendly watercolor video which I am uploading. Today we will be working on a night sky. As I all know, there is a lot of excitement when we all look at the beautiful sky above our head and want to paint it in real life. As a beginner, do we know how much amount of water, how much saturation and what all colors we need to use to make it happen? While I started my journey in watercolors 2 years ago, I had to do a lot of research, and today I am strictly against wasting any paints or watercolor paper, as most of them are 100% cotton and very expensive. From our last painting about Aurora Borealis, to which I have given below the link, you have observed that I was left out with some paints. I will be using the same paints to complete this painting today. The good news is it would not take you more than 10 minutes to complete the painting, as I know many of you are struggling to get some time out in a day. You can prepare a quick beverage and start off with me for this 10-minute exercise. The basic idea is to paint and find joy in the colors, wet on wet, as well as watch the colors blend into each other. I enjoy all the methods of painting, but wet on wet by far remains my favorite because of the soft edges which we can get in any painting. First, you would have observed that I did apply an even coat of wash with my flat brush 0.75 inch. You too need to do the same and keep applying the colors in the way that I am doing right now. I have used my Silver Black Velvet size 8 brush to apply these colors. Now I have moved to my Prussian blue and I have started adding the colors from the top. I have already diluted this color because otherwise you might get some rough edges, and we do want to avoid any kind of rough edges for this painting. Go ahead and apply the color from the top and move towards the bottom. While you are moving towards the bottom, there is no hard and fast rule of leaving any slanting line or anything like that. Just go with how I am applying it. It's easy, simple. We do not need to think much while we are applying any kind of colors. Once you are done with the upper side of the paper, I would ask you to go from the bottom and just mix the colors with the help of your Prussian blue, the cobalt green as well as the bright yellow green which is available on your palette. Anyways, most of these areas will be covered with the hill that we would be painting, or the mountain that you can say we will be painting. Let the area dry off completely and then go ahead and pick up some gouache on your Silver Black Velvet size 4 brush. You will observe that because I had a lot of water on my brush, I was getting bigger stars, and that's what I want to avoid. So I went with a damp brush and just go ahead and remove the extra colors and blend it with the background. You have to use your tissue to take off any extra paints which still remains even after taking off the colors with the help of the other damp brush. Now start adding these smaller stars. You should have less water to get smaller stars on your sky. I leave it up to you how much you want to actually tap your brush and add the stars. Some of you like a lot of stars, some of you like less stars. Therefore, it's kind of a personal choice how you want to add the stars. Once you have added the stars onto your sky, we will start adding the hills. Now the hills that we would be painting will be with the Payne's Grey. That is the darkest value which I have on my palette, and this is a limited palette exercise. Why? Because we are again using very limited colors to paint the whole of this painting. You can actually add some more stars with the help of any white jelly roll pen or Pentel Touch pen that you have available with yourself. And last is the addition of the mountain. It has to be in a more natural way, that is zigzag manner. I am not having a flat color, or I am not having flat edges more than the color that I'm applying. The color has to be flat because it's a flat wash, but our edges have to be crooked as the mountains are natural, and therefore it needs to give a very natural way of appearance once you are putting it up on this painting. The whole of the painting was real time, as you can observe, as well as it did not take me more than 9 minutes to complete the painting. Of course, it is exclusive of the drying time. I would be coming up with more shorter and easier paintings because of the fact that we all are struggling with time, and therefore we need quick, easy, yet educational videos which can actually help you grow in your watercolor journey. I hope you did like this video. If you did like, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon next week on Friday with another video. Do let me know any other thing that you want me to try for the YouTube channel which you would be interested in the comments section.